maybe with respect to the suburban is really the sweet spot for these things, at least in the short run. And then just to pump what I said at lunchtime, I really think that the real opportunity for these things is to provide mobility. Let's call it transit mobility so everybody's happy. It's transit mobility to the mobility disadvantaged. There are a number of folks in density areas a la Central Jersey that really are mobility disadvantaged. And this is the new transit for them that can provide mobility to them at something other than the Jerry Luton's $61 a ride. And therefore really provide some enormous benefits so that we can get the mothers, the expectant mothers, to the hospitals or to the doctor to have their visit so that their babies don't die. Really, that exists, and it exists right here in Princeton. And I sat on the Princeton Planning Board, and we located low-income housing out in Giblip. And, we tried to locate it next to Princeton Shopping Center, but no, before we could get the land, somebody put up a McMansion. And so to satisfy our Mount Laurel requirements, where do we stick this? On the cheap land that is in Giblip. And those folks, unfortunately, need some mobility. And this is an opportunity to provide it for them. And we might even get shared ride out of it. And in fact, we might be able to provide it at a cost that is substantially less than New Jersey Transit trying to put a 50-passenger bus out there once every 4 days. And in some sense, that's really what we need to focus on. So if we look around here in Central Jersey as to where that kind of mobility disadvantage exists, these are the folks that don't have access to the automobile. It's nice to talk about transit, but transit is really, except for New York City, they're irrelevant. They provide no service to anybody. Essentially, they're noise. The rest of us drive. And if we don't drive, we're screwed. And we are really disadvantaged, and we are really put it out there at a very inferior position. And it's about time that somebody goes out there and tries to provide some mobility to those folks. And not say, oh yeah, well, we'll give you a bus as long as you walk, who knows what, to the bus stop, and then wait and who knows how long, and then when you get there, you're going to have to walk who knows how far, and geez, you should be happy about it. That's transit here in Mercer County. Okay? Hey, if I want to go to New York, yes, I could walk down the Dinky, but I won't for political reasons, and then take the train to New York. Okay? Great. If I want to go to Tajma Hospital out here, the great hospital it must be Taj Mahal. It used to be in town where you could walk to it. They stuck it out there on Route 1. Why? Because that's where the carnage exists. But try to get out there. You have to have a car. Luckily, there's Uber and Lyft to take some people. But why can't we, if we have this technology available to us, if Waymo does go out and buy these cars, they have to put them someplace, put them to work here to provide mobility to those folks. You can bring in your algorithm, and you can pick who you choose. Pick them. Give them priority. Don't give me priority. I got 4 cars. 2 drivers, and the hell do I need? Oh yeah, nice to have. But those folks really need it. And that's what we should be focused on. And let's see, with the few people that we have, with the few vehicles that we have initially, let's serve them first. You know, don't take me out to the Hamptons. I don't go to the Hamptons. But, you know, and I think that focusing on that is a way to see it, if it works and it provides mobility. That's transit. That is real transit. Transit provides mobility to people who are going from A to B and want to go from A to B, and if we can share a ride, great. And somebody provides it. That's transit. It doesn't mean, hey, I got to have 500 people to go from, no. And so, you know, and I don't think New Jersey Transit can or wants to do it. Unfortunately, maybe Vinn White will convince them that they should. Hey, absolutely, expand your market. But this is what I'd like to see. So anyway, that I made my political statement. I'm sorry, Michelle, I guess I made my political statement. This has really been wonderful. This is, you know, I've never had more fun than my participation in the 2005-2007 Grand Challenge with the Princeton team. That was the high point of my life. This is next high point. This was really good. We had some good people, starting with Adam Jonas. I guess we have to say Alex was decent. I don't know what we'll say about Alex. You know, Paul was great. I mean, everybody was great. I mean, it was really good. Scott, sounds like you guys were great. I mean, it's from my opinion, and I thought he had, and you know, I thought he blew me off. I thought Vinn wasn't going to come. Holy hell, and he shows up, and he actually said something. I mean, it's you know, it was great having Bernard. Bernard said something here, and it was great to have Nat, and the secretary, but of FMCSA, but you know, having Vinn show up. I didn't know Vinn existed 10 days ago. I did not know Vinn existed 10 days ago. I got an email, I don't know what it was, about 10 days ago at about midnight, in which Vinn and I were copied from Gertie's at Stanford, where he said to Vinn, you should meet Kornhauser. And I took that. Did I call you right away, Jerry, or something? Did I wake you up? And I woke up my wife and said, holy shit, do you have any idea what the hell just happened? After 9 years of beating my head against the wall of the governor's mansion or whatever in Trenton, you know, there was a live one. And then for us to actually, you know, get the governor, the 12-second elevator pitch. So anyway, things are changing, and I think things are changing for the better. I really want to thank all of you for your very active participation, for your taking the time out of all your busy lives to come here and participate with this. I've gotten a lot of comments from people that this is good. I think this is a good conference. I think this is a good conference. I think the way it's run, I think the way all of you interact, the way that we bat things around, the way that we, you know, I think it's stimulating. I find stimulation out of it. And so I guess we'll do it again next year on the May 14th through 16th. Don't tell me that you weren't invited. I'm inviting you now. I mean, you know, and put it on your calendars, and we'll try to do it again. I don't know. We're not going to solve this in a year. We moved an enormous amount in a year. We moved an enormous amount in 10 days. We moved an enormous amount just this afternoon, just since noon, from what was announced up here. Okay? Seriously. So, you know, let's see if we can do it. This is an opportunity. We're all just trying to do some good out of it. So I thank you. Have another adult beverage and whatever.